Hi, I'm gonna show you how I clean this Ego pole saw, and I've used it for a little bit, so it's time to clean it. And I also want to sharpen the chain on it. So um, first thing I'm going to do is pull it apart. You just hit this unscrew this green lever and push on the button, and it comes out. There. Now Now this tool right here is what you use to get the case off. It's all gunky. We will. I don't think you can see it. Okay, it's got quite a bit of gunk in it. I'm just gonna clean this out. Okay. That was more oil than I thought. Okay. Now here, this comes off. This just comes off like this. And I'm going to wipe this off too. Actually, just going to take the chain off. I'm going to rinse the chain under warm water and dry it. And I'm going to do the same thing with this. I'll be right back. That's good. Alright, I'm going to clean the head here now. Just try to get most of it with the paper towel. This is what adjusts the tightness of your saw. You should do this every time you use this and keep it cleaned out. That looks pretty good. Okay, I've rinsed the chain in some cool or lukewarm water. You don't want to use soap on it. You don't want to get the oil off of it. That's what keeps it from rusting. And I've done the same thing with the blade, and I ran a toothbrush around the edge to get all the grit out of that. And the way you put the blade on, you want to make sure this is the cutting action here. So you want to make sure that's going in that direction, not this way. This sits, you want to just set this over this and get that in there. There you go. I think I got, let's see here. I put that pin in first, hoping that'll help me. Nope. There it goes. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I got it. There. Now make sure it's sitting down on that pin too. And when you got the saw turned up, you can read the ego. Now, after a certain time of using it this way, they do suggest you flip this. But for now, I'm just going to put it on the same way. Okay, so this here sits on a pin down here. I'm going to put this back on. Okay. You want that pretty snug. Now that also has to do with your tightness of your chain. So that's about right. And take this cap off. This tends to leak, so you need to store this upright like you see now. I see a bunch of dirt here. going to fill this up with oil to right here and store it. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to sharpen the blade and get that sharp so it's sharp when I use it next time. That's good. Ready? Okay, what I've done is marked one of the blades with a black marker so I know where I've started. And I put this together. Now, there's a small end on these, so this is a small end that fits in the tool. Okay, and what you want to do, there's a 30-degree mark right here. This is your 30-degree mark right there. So you want to keep this at the 30-degree mark. So right there. So what I'm going to do on this first blade, I'm going to come in this way. And this tool is pretty nice because it keeps you from going too deep on the file. Two or three, maybe 4 times. Put a little bit of pressure back on the blade. Now when you come up here, you got to turn your file around. Let's see here, 30. Yeah, okay. Okay, and you go to the next one. And turn your file around like so. Now if you're off a few degrees, it's okay. Just as long as you're fairly close. And just keep doing that till you get around to the other side and see your black mark again. This is the oil they recommend you using. Okay, it uses the same battery and battery charger that the chainsaw uses. As you can see, this one's almost fully charged. And it's got the blinking light. It means it's still charging a little bit.